Alright, let's get her going. Boop a doop boop doo boop doo boo. I'm trying to decide what I want to run with right now. Hmm.
Want me to come along?
Boy, am writing choice.
Stay close and you will live.
Gene cell? Yeah, gene cell. Alrighty. Let's get it started. Do. Oh. I can actually walk there. Surprise. Into the pits. The sewers. Ooh, more. I need that actually. I'm a very poor boy. Huh?
Yep, here's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us as promised. Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even without Silver standing guard, we can just completely relax. Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then.
If we wanted to rest, couldn't we pick somewhere with a decent...
Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to stay in an actual base?
That's true.
Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Just don't spoil the ending for me this time.
Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy.
Apparently relax for a bit and Una de la Rosa base worked.
Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. It's actually pretty good.
Just finished it? You're a pretty slow reader, Paimon.
No! Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Yes, we do.
Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much.
No, you're not.
Most of the time, anyway.
It's an honor to meet you
What do
both.
you say?
I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Neuvillette wishes to see you. It
You
seems
for
he
that?
has something important to discuss in person.
Neuvillette? He wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Marmonia and asked Monsieur Neuvillette in person.
Monsieur
If you
Neuvillette.
say so, but Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a
Days?
bit.
We've been stuck in a room for days? Yo. Time travel. No! I have a... What? Guess we're doing the story quest first. Fine. I've been blocked and I don't appreciate it. Oh, Charlotte!
Isn't that Charlotte?
I see. So you believe that this warning letter was sent by the Phantom Weasel?
Phantom
Absolutely.
Weasel.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a body double. Now that
Oh,
he's
this
back, I'm
is,
sure the guards who worked on his
Linny's
case
story
back in the
quest.
day are in for a headache, but however this turns out in the end, the one thing it won't be is boring.
Couldn't agree more. As a journalist, I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here. Perfect timing. So, the Phantom Weasel's latest warning letter. What are your thoughts?
Who?
Yeah, this is the first time we're hearing of this one. Could you clue us in?
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not to worry. You're in good hands because I'm a professional. The story goes like this. 10 or
Story
so
time
years
with
ago,
Charlotte.
a phantom thief became active in the court of Fontaine. Known only as the Weasel, nobody knew his true identity, and the authorities never managed to catch him.
Wow, cool! He sounds like one of those mysterious night burglars that you read about in novels.
Precisely. Well, except the part where they actually have a good reputation. Our Weasel targeted whatever people held dear, and no one was safe from his predations. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday.
Oh. This is like an absolute weirdo.
I know. The phantom thieves you read about in novels rob the rich to pay the poor, but this guy did not discriminate. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work wonders for his public reputation. Every man and his dog wanted to see him behind bars.
Yeesh. So, did they catch him?
Not exactly. There's a good chance that the Weasel would still be at large to this day if it hadn't been for an accident 10 years ago. A magician named Caesar fell to his death in a botched high-altitude escape performance. When the police went through his personal effects, they found a hoard of stolen loot and gadgets used for criminal activities. And that was how the Phantom Weasel's identity was revealed to all.
Oh,
Sure enough,
interesting.
thefts in Fontaine went down after Caesar's death. But today, 10 years on, the notorious thief has once again issued one of his warning letters and pasted it on the gate of the Opera Epiclese for all to see. I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
I can totally read that.
So, this is the warning letter, huh? Let's see what he wrote. 3 days from now, when evening falls, I shall take from you that which you hold most dear at the Opera House, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
This is, without a doubt, a clear declaration of criminal intent. After years of laying low, the Phantom Weasel is back with a vengeance. What once seemed like an open and shut case has been blown wide open again. But why has he reemerged now? And what does he want? I sense an epic scoop, and I'm going for it.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value, does that mean even we might be targeted?
Might steal your favorite snacks. He might try to nab you, little Paimon.
Aww. But Paimon doesn't want to get kidnapped. Well, he'd have to go through you first. You would stop him, right?
Okay,
Sure.
the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are
Winnie.
very concerned about the Phantom Weasel's reappearance. Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview notes. Yep, that should be enough to form the skeleton of my article. It does feel like something is missing, though. Something exclusive. Who should I
a
interview
magician?
next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lenny!
Feels like he's performing some magic.
Magic. Magician. Caesar! The Phantom Weasel! That's it! Let's go interview Lenny! You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too! And what do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
Are you serious? What sort of a deduction is that?
Oh, relax! My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go! No time for delay!
Have I been freed? I have not been freed. Charlotte's still busy? God damn it! Charlotte, why?
Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called telepathy, which means we can read other people's minds.
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well, first you need to relax, because I can see that you're clenching your fist in your mind, as if to say, no, I mustn't let him guess it.
Aww.
And now you're getting a little flustered. You're trying to find a way to empty your mind, to think of nothing at all. But the more you try to hide a secret, the easier it'll come out. You snuck out from home today, didn't you? You told your family a little lie so you could come out and play. Now, that's not a good habit.
You can tell? Oh boy, you really can read my mind.
Of course. Oh, and that's the end of my performance. You should really be heading home. Remember to apologize to your family, all right? They must be worried about you.
All right, got it. Bye, Mr. Magician.
Hey, Lenny?
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
Well, why don't you guess, Mr. Telepathic?
Oh, please. You didn't believe that spiel, did you? The power of telepathy is quite beyond me.
I'm sure that child would beg to differ. Seemed like you were right on the money.
That was nothing more than a little trickery. I made an educated guess based on his micro-expressions. That, plus the fact that he was the only kid here without his parents, and he looked as guilty as sin. He made it easy for me. You guys, on the other hand, let me guess. Don't tell me you're here for the Phantom Weasel, are you?
Wow, got it in one! Is this more of your trickery at work?
Wait, really? No trickery this time. It was pure luck. His warning letter's been the talk of the town, so I figured that maybe you were asking around about that.
Bingo! I plan on writing a column reporting on the latest news about the Phantom Weasel.
Phantom Weasel.
So, Linny, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief's reappearance?
To be honest, it makes me angry.
Angry? Why?
You read his letter, right? The Phantom Weasel claims he's planning something in 3 nights' time at the Opera House. That's the night I'll be performing there.
Huh. What are the chances?
Pretty good, I assume.
Wait a minute, you don't think he's after you, do you?
Well, if he is, then his warning is clearly a direct challenge to me personally. And if he's not, then it's still going to be a huge headache for me.
Yeah.
The mere mention of the Weasel's name is enough to scare people off. So once the contents of that letter get out, barely anyone will be showing up to watch my show. But I've been preparing for this for a long time. I'm not about to let him ruin my big day. This leaves me with only one choice. I have to expose the Phantom Weasel's identity before the show begins.
Really? So what you're saying is, we might get to see a live duel between a famous magician and an infamous thief? Wow, this has exclusive written all over it!
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'll emerge the victor. The Phantom Weasel is a notorious crook, infamous for his inscrutable methods.
You're being far too modest, Linny. I think your magic tricks are even more inscrutable than those of a thief.
Thanks for the compliment, though I have to say, I don't care much for the comparison. A lot of people liken magicians to thieves because we both have the ability to make things disappear without the person noticing. But there's an important difference that these people overlook. Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower, just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's gone!
That's
Where'd it
the
go?
question. Where did it go? Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise in there somewhere.
A surprise? Let me see!
Huh?
It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Linny, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived notions you might have about magicians. Since Caesar's death, a lot of people associate magicians with criminality. It can be quite frustrating.
I can imagine. Coming back to your trick just now, might I presume that you are well versed in floral symbolism? For example, magicians often use rainbow roses in their flower-related performances to represent passion and romantic encounters. But you used a Lumidu spell, which, if I'm not mistaken, allude to separations. I'm curious to know if there was any deeper meaning behind this choice?
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journalist. But I'm afraid I don't know the first thing about floral symbolism. I'm just in the habit of using Lumidu spells in my magic. It
Those
sounds
little
like
nest-
something I should look into,
The
though.
material.
I'll buy myself a copy of Fontaine's Floral Language Facts when I have some time. But it'll have to wait until this Phantom Weasel business is behind us.
Well noted. In that case, this brings us to the end of our interview. I, for one, am looking forward to the final showdown between you and the thief. Please feel free to get in touch to update me on any further developments. Otherwise, I will of course see you at your show in 3 days' time, but let's hope the Phantom Weasel is caught by then. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. You've given me lots to work with here, and I've got no time to lose if I want to write that exclusive piece. I'll see you all later.
Lenny, are you gonna tell us how you did that flower trick now?
I'm afraid that's my little secret.
Aww. Well, magicians aren't... You feel it too, right? So itchy!
You should be able to handle them.
Not so itchy then, huh? Well, since you're so concerned, how would you like to serve as my temporary magician's assistants and help me investigate?
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians too! Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done! Shall we go for it?
We'll help you with your investigation. What's your plan?
The first thing we need to look into is who Caesar really was. If he truly was the Phantom Weasel, that means that the Weasel is dead, and whoever wrote this warning letter is just a copycat criminal. But if he wasn't the Weasel? Well, that'll make things more interesting. It would mean that the Weasel lives, and he's been laying low all this time in some corner of Fontaine. And if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that she visits the cemetery often, so I asked Lynette to wait for her there. We should make a move. Let's go and rendezvous with Lynette.
You're coming, Lynette. Except for, do I have freedom? Freedom. Then we'll be back for your story quest later, but I have higher priorities. Let me in. I don't think I've been here before. Hello? Speech is common sense. Give me some documents to tell you, and I return for a weekend. I have to handle the expense receipts. Keeps asking me about it. In charge of cameras. Tanner, what are you doing? Hello, looks though we're not a member of the staff here at the man's territoire. I'm currently busy in the official business. And find you after I'm done. What's the big rush? It's actually a simple matter, but dealing with it is quite complicated. The office I work with has received a notice and should draft a letter to the other offices. It contains something like the staff are forbidden from bringing cameras into the Maison Guertier, taking pictures for work purposes in order to avoid leaks of secret information. It's telling me about the letter's contents constitute leaking secrets? No, not really. It really has to use the camera to take a photo of the document leak. However, someone will use a camera to take a photo of documents in order to leak them, so it's not a secret. After all, that's a possibility that everyone's aware of. I feel dizzy. Think about it this way. If you were getting a guarding secrets are guarded certainly use by the fact that you're guarding a secret itself may not be considered secret. After all, even the fact that you are guarding a secret is considered a secret, and you will fall into the endless cycle of keeping the secret. Your wording is endless cycle. Is an endless cycle. I'm curious who is in charge of this matter. Who is responsible for this? That's where it becomes complicated. There's no office in the entire Gaston. Related to confidential matters, and they should be the first to make aware. It says there was staff. I'm trying to speed through this so I just want to get this on my docket, so I don't lose it later, because I will probably forget this exists. Still doing this. Alright, good. More world quests. Let me see. Fine. Knew that we're here. Hello.
Neverland, we're here! Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd
Oh,
like to
pie
ask
on
you
you,
to
smug
do.
face.
However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this. It has
Well,
come to my
earlier.
attention that the Snezhnayan Harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with
Knave?
you, correct?
I'm gonna snack her. And we're back. Hello, hello.
I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright. I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan Harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
Did they let Child into Fontaine as bait? Is that why he's here? He got arrested for bait as bait?
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Well, you see, We are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet.
I think you
Even
should.
if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time. Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
Ooh.
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Farina,
Aw.
could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So
you said.
I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Huh.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party.
Well, hello there.
I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina?
Pacino.
Lady Farina?
Oh, yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Right, though.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you.
Damn, your model's so good. Looks so good.
Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine, and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice. Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the Fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition.
Oh?
It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The Fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
The
Prison's a separate world?
Well, Lenny did say that Father will be returning soon. We didn't even know that Lenny was from the House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Please be careful with Nivelette. Elaine won't be easy to deal with.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also noticed that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the Knave.
Could the Knave be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the Knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
So maybe that's not very likely. Even though Farina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the Fortress of Meripede, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Oh? Are you gonna hunt down Child? Is that the mission? Yo?
The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the Fortress of Meripede.
I feel like you would like to stay in there and just fight
Special
people.
guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the Fortress of Meripede and investigate Child's disappearance.
Okay.
This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Why do you want us to go? Wouldn't it be more convenient to have an official from Fontaine doing this?
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the Fortress of Meripede.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
You would think that.
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meripede is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meripede may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved with the investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly investigate inside the
Oh.
fortress during your detention. This will
Okay.
save us a lot of unnecessary trouble. So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Interesting. I kind of expected something like this to happen before Fontaine came out. That we would get into the prison, because they showed the prison area before. So I suspect it's like something's gonna happen, like, because we don't break rules at Bradley that often. I don't think. So like, it's either like go there as spies or get falsely accused of something to end up in prison. You're such a tough spot.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Merope's entrance on Erinius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
All right! Even though we'll be there on trumped-up charges, we'll be in prison for real.
Yeah.
On second thought, is it too late to back out?
Come on. Do you even consider the fact we'll be prisoners? We already agreed, Paimon, just accept
Please
it.
do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Thank you.
Now that's more like it.
Except for Dad, you know.
We'll eat the best meal we can find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month. Your treat.
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
Is that the Dave's cake? I wonder if we're just gonna go eat, have a little bit of food, and then get arrested because they're like, I'm sending these false charges, so you're gonna get arrested for realsies. Oh, dust.
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
I'll have that and that. Oh, and one of those too. Ooh, and no Fanta. Thank you.
No Fontaine. You can order a lot. Didn't you just finish eating cake that Nubla gave us?
That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we were about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty. Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws here. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Meropede. Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Oh, what is that I hear?
Charlotte!
Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey! You can't hear a taste! And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Oh, don't remind me. I invited an eyewitness to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him. But he didn't even show up. Calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. As long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal.
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of Meripede. You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it.
No way! We would never! We're just going there to... Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neverlet told us to keep it a secret!
You can serve our sentences and redeem ourselves for spoiling the ending of a detective novel in public.
Huh? You're being arrested for that? Oh, but now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable, almost as offensive as committing theft.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious?
Honestly. See, I told you, Paimon, I didn't even think of anything about the time.
Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Meripede, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a story?
About that, Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Paimon,
It's
stop
nothing
talking.
difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine. Sounds really cool, huh? Only those who have made significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare. On top of that, the Fortress of Meripede has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge there. If I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
All right, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
Oh my god.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Oh, Paimon's so full. Well, guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going.
I had no idea you could eat so much. That didn't go according to plan. Please, please, don't forget about the material for my news article.
Eat the money.
This coffee smells as good as ever.
Poor Charlotte. Alrighty. Let's get thrown in prison. Two more weeks. Exposed. Enablet.
All right, Neverlet, we're ready. Is this where the entrance is?
It's a hole.
Just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the Fortress of Meripede from Irenaeus. Careful. You may want to step back a bit.
Ooh, so you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths, the fortress of Meripede is naturally the perfect place to confine and guard criminals. But do not worry, it is not nearly as frightening inside as you may think. You will see for yourselves once you are down there.
Paimon hopes you're right. Don't know about you, but just thinking about being at the bottom of the sea like that gives Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress, Writhsley. He's a very shrewd fellow.
Yeah, we heard about him too. He's that Duke, right?
Correct. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to investigate at my behest, it would behoove you to avoid any confrontation with him or any of his subordinates. The Duke rarely ever leaves the fortress of Meripede, but that does not mean he is not privy to all that is happening inside and outside the fortress. He is quiet, but not unaware, so please bear that in mind.
Duke Rice, I'll keep that in mind.
All right. That's about all the time that we have to talk privately. I'm counting on you two.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Good. Madeline!
I'm here, Monsieur Nervalet. These two are the newest convicts, I presume? Don't worry, they won't escape on my watch.
Say so.
Like we would try.
Please follow me, you two. I'll process your paperwork for entering the Fortress of Meripede.
Continue current. To the depths we go. Look at a happy D. Get her go.
Are we already underwater now? Huh. So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
Oh, water. I've been here before. I was forced here under against my will.
Oh, it's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Nervalet personally requested I escort these two convicts. I suppose he was concerned others might not be up to the task.
Well now, aren't you the lucky one? Must be nice to be on good terms with the big shots like the Chief Justice. The only people I get to see every day are the new inmates.
Well, have you tried service with a smile? Who knows, it might help your professional reputation.
Yeah, right. As if. Every criminal comes through here looking miserable. How can I smile with such a toxic work environment? And even if I did smile at them, the convicts would probably just think that I'm some freak getting some kind of twisted enjoyment from their pain.
Oh, she's got a point.
Well, I've finished transferring you. You two will register here, and Marette will guide you through the remaining procedures.
Yep, I'll take it from here. You head on back to that bright and sunny world above. Okay, let me see. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
That's right.
That would be us.
Let me confirm your charges and sentence. Let's see. You two are charged with eating a cake specially prepared for the Archon by a Snezhnayan envoy without the Archon's permission, thereby incapacitating the political center of Fontaine for a brief period. Sentence
Oh,
45 days?
we were charged correctly.
Wait, you mean the cake that Nervalet gave us was...
Just looking at the charges, it seems you two are capable of causing some serious trouble. And considering how fond Lady Furina is of sweets, this crime is tantamount to trying to assassinate the Hydro Archon herself.
Oh. You flatter
Now
us.
I've seen everything. Anyway, we still need to finish processing you before you can enter the Fortress of Meripede. Please stand in front of the board over there. I'll take your mug shots with my camera.
Oh, all right. But be sure to catch Paimon's good side.
Camera time. Oh my god, Paimon's posing. Complete all the required procedures.
And we're done. Thank you for your cooperation. Next, someone will be along to guide you inside the fortress. Please be sure to cherish this opportunity for rebirth.
Huh?
For rebirth.
Rebirth? Isn't that a little much? We're only gonna be here for 45 days!
You two are the new inmates, right? Follow me.
Oh, okay. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler.
Save it. Not like I'll remember your names. Move it.
Rude. Oh, we're in a boat. On a boat.
So, are you one of the guards here? Is there anything we should be careful of while we're here?
Everything, probably? Don't want to get shanked.
Did Paimon already ask something she wasn't supposed to?
Why should I tell you anything? What's in it for me?
Why were you sent to bring us in?
This is exactly why I can't stand you fish. I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for the credit coupons.
Credit coupons?
Money!
Alright, seeing as you're not the annoying kind that's getting dragged in here crying and blubbering, I guess I can tell you a few things. But next time, it'll cost you some coupons. Mora means nothing here. Here, we use credit coupons. Coupons can get you almost anything in the Fortress of Meripede. Desires? Fulfilled. You want power? No problem. Coupons can even change fate itself.
So, credit coupons are a currency that can only be used here?
It's not as simple as that. Like Moret said, everyone gets a chance at rebirth. No matter how much money or power you had before, it means nothing once you set foot inside the Fortress of Meripede.
Start over.
You have to start over and earn your coupons. Everyone starts from the same place, and you have a chance at a new, less terrible life. I guess that's the real purpose of the coupons. They symbolize true fairness and true justice. And this is also exactly why so many criminals choose not to return to the outside world, even after they've served their sentence.
Oh, so that's what the Fortress of Meripede is like. Huh. Paimon was under the impression that it'd be more like a prison.
It certainly ain't all sunshine and roses here, but it's also not the worst place to be. You'd better take a good look at the scenery now. It'll be the last chance you get for a while. After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home. It just stops feeling oppressive, you know? Oh, I'm actually an inmate like you two. Welcoming newcomers is a job I've picked up to earn some extra coupons.
Barry and the Duke? Have you seen a Harbinger from Shaznia? We'll say we're looking for child.
Why aren't you answering us again?
Zenny,
I've told
hello,
you
welcome,
enough for
welcome.
free. Any more info is gonna cost you.
We're doing the Archon quest, so if you
So all
don't
you
want
care about is
spoilers, then you should probably start looking.
No. Coupons?
Almost there. It's down through here. Your turn to give it a try.
TP point. Nice. Trying to see if there's a chest in the water. No, it's just water. Okay. Oh. Ride the lift. Oh, I accidentally paused tree and then toss in ads. Oh no, the ads. Hi, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. You have avoiding spoilers. Okay, fair enough. I just started. We just got shoved into the Fortress of Mirrorpeed. So we're figuring shit out. The Archon! The Electro Archon is being sent to prison. Oh.
It's like a metaphor for your previous life, isn't it?
Our lives weren't that bad.
Hop, skip, jump.
So this is the actual entrance to the Fortress of Mirrorpeed?
I have a new plan,
Looks
but
like there are other
just
new
pull for single
arrivals,
Ito
too.
and then wait Yoimiya rerun.
Oh,
Oh,
we sure
okay.
don't look happy. Maybe we look too relaxed for fresh convicts.
If you ever think about something sad, you're probably the only one who doesn't fit in.
Oh, right. We're on someone else's territory now. We need to think of a good way to act like criminals to get by. If we're discovered, even Neuvillette might not be able to rescue us.
If we ever get found out, we'll maybe become criminals for real.
Hey! Don't scare Paimon! Oh.
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed, but you wouldn't have happened to anger someone important, did you?
He did, kind of.
Someone important?
Now's not the time to worry about that. Anyway, it's over there, so you just go on over there by yourselves. I've done my job, so good luck.
Is the child waiting for us in the corner? You skipped you and me over too long? Oh,
What's
fair.
that all about? Wait a second. Are there usually so many garter mechs around here?
Does that mean
They're already onto us?
you ready to fight?
Prisoners numbers
Hello.
7459 and 7560. Welcome. Oh, no need to be anxious. These Gardamex aren't here to attack you. In fact, they're here as your honor guard. When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the Gardamex come and wait in formation.
Wait, you know about our connection with Neuvillette?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Udex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here, even if you're friends with the Chief Justice. Quite fair.
You cried because of artifact. Oh no, I'm sorry. You'll someday get the perfect artifact you ever wanted. Oh, speaking of artifact, I've actually started my current building right now is is Alhaitham. We're rebuilding the good boy Alhaitham. I've kind of finished with a kind of build on Dia. Kind of. There's like 2 artifacts that need to be upgraded, but I want to take a break from her for a little bit. So I'm working on Mr. Alhaitham, man. He's leveled to 90. I've leveled his weapon. His talents are pretty up there. They're 688 right now. I just need to get him good artifacts, which I think I have 1 at the moment.
The Duke! Greetings, Your Grace! Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Did you abandon finish dailies?
Greetings, my good fellow.
Your dailies.
Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is. How great it would have been if only the Fortress of Meripede had been built on the coast, huh? It would have been so convenient to enjoy a nice chat in the sunshine.
My profuse apologies. I just got so nervous when I saw you,
So this is the Duke. He sure looks a lot younger than Paimon imagined.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust you were satisfied with his guidance?
Yeah, he did pretty good. It's okay. His attitude could use some work, though. He's taking great care of us. A splendid chap, really.
Outstanding. Well, Deacon, I recall we discussed fate during our last work meeting, I believe that fate will reward all those who take every aspect of their work in life seriously. When you return to your bunk, you'll find the guards have issued some extra credit coupons to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Your Grace. Oh, and you too. I can't believe you gave me such praise. If you need anything in the future, anything, please, come find me anytime. No credit coupons necessary.
Well, I believe that concludes the introductions. We've already taken enough time here. Deacon, if you would.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take my leave now.
Please, follow me. To make you
I
feel
clowned
more
on him,
welcome, I'll show
Lamau.
you around the
Oh,
various
yeah?
facilities of the Fortress of Meripede. I hope it'll help you adjust to life here.
He's so cool. Look at him.
He's going to personally give us a cure?
I just hope his kit's good.
Paimon can't
Or I
figure out
like
what
his
this
kit.
guy's thinking at all.
That's the only thing that I'm worried about is if I don't like his kit. I love his wolf aesthetic. I love that he's a gauntlet fighter. And Cryo's fine. Like whatever element would have been whatever. But he seems like a cool dude. And he looks good. I just hope I hope I mesh with his kit. Cause like, oh my god, he's so neat. He's so awesome. Let's just roll with it for now, and I hope he doesn't know too much already.
No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types. Alright, let's keep up with him.
We'll see him in 2 weeks. I'm probably gonna pre-build for him. Or pre-farm him for him. Probably everything that's not his artifacts is what I'm gonna pre-farm for. We'll just go with the story for now. I want us to explore. I won't explore too much yet.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities. And being criminally inclined here at the fortress is just one of many ways to survive.
Is it really okay for the warden to think like that? We're real criminals, you know. What if we're too difficult to handle?
Your face says otherwise,
Maybe
Paimon.
You'll be able to carve out a name and a place for yourselves in this underwater world, But before you go in swinging, please remember that in the Fortress of Meripede, it's better to not cause trouble for yourself or for the guards. Now, we've arrived at a very important place, the Coupon Cafeteria. You can come here and claim 1 welfare meal each day.
Welfare meal? You mean it doesn't cost anything?
That's right. Criminals are essential to fortress operations, so we must guarantee that they at least have the basic means to survive.
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost your reward coupons just to get a cup of water here. For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat. It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal rule. Now everyone gets a square meal every day, even no-good slackers who've never picked up a wrench in their whole lives. Nobody starves to death here.
In the Fortress of Meripede, credit coupons are the only currency, and everything must be purchased. In some sense, you could say using the coupons is a form of trade. But trade is always conducted by people. So if we want trade here to prosper, we need everyone to work hard and live their lives. If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms. And that would only make things more difficult for me. So, rather than saying that we're giving everyone a free meal here, you should say that everyone's hard work has improved the living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede.
Your Grace's reasoning is correct, but what I said is also true. Whatever the case, hard work is rewarded here. You'd be hard-pressed to find anywhere else as fair and reasonable.
Right! Paimon sees your point. By that logic, this place doesn't seem so bad after all. Oh, wait, no.
Oh, at least the system-wise.
Our guard so quickly. But it seems the inmates really respect the Duke because of his attitude, right? We should still try to verify the truth with our own eyes.
Let's continue this way.
Okay.
This place is known as the Pancration Ring.
Okay.
Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. Their daily work alone isn't enough of an outlet for them. So, instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved unless they want to be.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons? Oh, what do you think, Traveler? Interested?
Fight Club!
I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
In that case, I'll pass. Seems you know me too well.
So, did you set this place up too?
Fight Club.
No, actually. I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise. Why? Are you interested in how to manage a pancration ring?
Oh, no. Paimon was just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we can start a business here?
That is something you can discuss between yourselves later. Let's move on for now.
Punch. Oh. I think this would actually react. Yeah. I wonder once we get Risley that this can actually like interact with him somehow. Kind of cool. That'd be fun. How do I go up? How do I uppies? An office? Oh. Okay. Okay, but seriously though, how do I uppies? Oh, pick up. Point. That's for going down. All the glow. Hold on. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom real quick. BRB. returned. Hello. Take me upstairs. To the dorms. Away. Oh. Destroy the loudspeakers? Are you taking all the nose space in the wall? That's supposed to be my job. I'm so touched. Someone actually took my job. Here, take these coupons. Thank you. Okay, so I kind of cheated. That I saw this on a TikTok, which is why I knew this was a thing.
Well, how about that?
But coupons! Let's go, money! Oop. I'll explore more later. I just knew that was a quick thing I could do. Nope, sorry, I'm in the middle of a quest. I can't let you join. I'm busy.
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait, what time is it again?
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
My apologies, Your Grace.
Jeez, that guy's so nervous he almost forgot to breathe.
Sorry, forgive my manners.
You did forget to breathe.
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later. In the Fortress of Meripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas.
The production zone? What does it produce? Is that where we'll be working?
Not necessarily. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn credit coupons. If you have other skills, you can skip your shifts to earn them in other ways.
Wow. Wait, you're the manager of this place, and you're just telling us to our faces that it's okay to skip work?
Yes.
The fact that the Fortress of Meripede has continued operating completely autonomously is proof enough that most people are willing to work honestly and earn a stable income.
That's true.
As for what we produce, many of the clockwork machines seen all over Fontaine originate from our workshop. Therefore, the Fortress of Meripede is not only a place where criminals serve their sentences, but also a giant machine factory. There's no need for me to get into specifics about the production process now. You'll experience it all firsthand when you report for work tomorrow.
Got it, boss.
Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
Lenny? The eyes. God, I need to send this. What are you doing down here, Lenny?
Oh, you really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
The only
What are
thing
you
you should
doing
be
down
seeing
here,
is the
Lenny?
work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the pace. Oh? Is something the matter?
No.
It's nothing. Paimon's just worried about how hard we'll have to work tomorrow.
Why wait for tomorrow when you can start today? What's in the mail or rice and infirmary? Don't mix them up. Okay, thanks. I feel like you got those mixed up, sir, but okay. Yes.
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
It's her! You have a hydro vision! You're tiny!
Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time
Are you the
like
doctor
this?
here?
Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did
Are you gonna be a hydro
Not
healer
yet,
later?
Unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Siegeween.
Siegeween.
Then you must be here for those two.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and Siegeween here is the Fortress of Merapede's head nurse.
Aha.
Hello,
Medic.
new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
She's
Since
the
you
only
seem to have
nurse.
some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank you. Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress. As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details. Is there anything else? I seldom conduct tours, so why don't you just ask if you have any questions?
Sure.
Well, this is our first time here. Paimon's not sure what to ask.
Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
Let's go.
Just try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here.
Let's do a quick circle. See if I can spot a chest or something.
What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations? Wow, it looks delicious! Neverlet made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day?
The main thing that is that it's free. Mine's pretty good too.
Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite fortunate.
Oh.
It actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Oh, you mean the meals are random? Yes, what you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a distasteful little game that Chef Walsey likes to play here in the cafeteria. Paimon knew it! If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure! Excuse me, did I hear you mention Nervylette just now? I've been wondering how he's doing. Is he busy with work? Has he been taking care of his health?
Oh.
He seems healthy no matter how you look at him. But he works so hard all the time, so it must be really tiring.
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Siegeween.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel like it's been too long since I've heard any news about him.
No news is good news. Maybe next time I've got something to
Is she
discuss with him,
part
I can invite you to
Velusian?
accompany us.
Hmm? But isn't the Fortress of Meropede independent from Fontaine's court system? What do you two have to discuss?
Well, we provide all kinds of mechanical products for official use, and some essential goods have to be obtained from the overworld, so we naturally have to stay in touch about this and that. Monsieur Neuvillette's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss it openly and freely with him. Talking with him feels quite effortless. In light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Neuvillette. But unfortunately, I can only do so until the end of this meal. After this, you two will just be inmates here.
I see. So that is why we're getting such unique treatment. Thank you for your hospitality.
You're very welcome. Well, your new life awaits. Are you finished eating? Then I recommend that you return to the dormitories and rest. You have work to do tomorrow. Perhaps you were hoping to ask for some special privileges? Sorry, you'll have to use credit coupons like everyone else. It's not as comfy here as you might imagine.
Now that I've gotten a good look at you two, I think you're very cute.
Aww.
After all, heavy is the head that wears the cutesy crown. I guess I just want to say, just take care of yourself and don't get hurt.
Alright, I'll be seeing you very soon. Evening? Still here. Oh, but they're cost coupons. 300? Yo, haggis. Crouch, Amadine, barbecue ribs, coffee. Coffee? Oh, it's like coffee pudding. Yo, that's awesome. And then haggis. Okay, I guess we have to trade up to save up for that later. So, am I here to mess up your meal? Oh? Hi, Bran. I'd like a welfare meal, please. Understood. Enjoy your meal. You got a welfare meal! Yo. Was it? Can I use it? Use to obtain a meal with a fortune slip. A fortune slip? Thing? I'll open it later. In case I might actually need it for something. Okay, so we'll head up. With this, I believe. We're going down.
The Traveler and Paimon, right? Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need to worry about is what to do and when to do it. Don't make any extra trouble for yourself. Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this! The days of staying home and reading detective stories are like a dream now. By the way, Traveler, we saw a lot of things worth investigating just now. Even though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging from what he said at the end, it seems that he was only welcoming because we know Neuvillette. We are criminals, and Paimon did eat that cake, but we're actually here to help Neuvillette. Is it possible that he knows we're here on a mission? Or is Paimon overthinking things?
Very possible. He probably knows more than he's letting on.
Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and intentionally wanted to send us a message. Maybe something like, Hey, I have my eyes on you, so don't try anything funny.
There's nothing we can do about that. We're already here after all.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we can go back to Neuvillette empty-handed and say, the dude looks scary, so we gave up.
Wish.
And besides, the Duke said that he was willing to go out of his way to show respect for Neuvillette, right?
Yes.
So, we at least need to try. But Paimon hasn't gotten a clue where we should start our investigation.
There was one other important thing.
You mean...
Linny's presence here.
Yeah, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Paimon almost spilled the beans when we ran into him.
Yep, Paimon.
Fortunately, based on his attitude, it looks like the Duke sees Linny as just another inmate.
But didn't we work to like keep him out of the prison?
Linny and Lynette's names, and yet we turn around and bam! He's in prison anyway!
Mm-hmm. If I had to guess, I'd say he's here for the same reason we are.
Oh, right! Linny and Lynette are from the House of the Hearth. They work for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too!
That actually does make sense. And look, there's something over there.
Huh? Oh, it's a card! Paimon didn't notice it earlier. It looks like a magician's prop. Lenny must have left it here. He's in prison and still doing his little tricks, huh? Let Paimon have a look. It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow. What in the world? It's written like he's greeting a buddy on the street. Paimon thought he'd write something important.
We are a buddy in the streets. This proves that he's up to something here too.
If you say so. We can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now.
Don't get shanked in the first night.
Hey, you're finally awake!
You're up early today, Paimon.
Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon dreamed about getting interrogated by the guards until Paimon told them everything, and then Paimon woke up.
You told them everything?
Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe?
Yeah, you would. 100%.
Hey, lazy bones. What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production zone.
Sorry! We're going right away!
So as soon as possible after feeling location of the production zone. Here. I got lost, but I'm curious what's in here. Books. Much easily unavailable to children. Okay. Book. Full pressed flowers tucked between the pages. Okay. That's going up. I need to go down. I guess this one. I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. I know I need to go to the production zone, but I don't know how to get there. Mora? I'm not supposed to get Mora down here. Excuse me. I need coupons. Now there's an elevator that goes down. That was the end. That's the entrance. There's the cafe or cafeteria. Where is the elevator to downward? I assume it's next up. There we go. To the depths of the depths that we were already on, even deeper. Yee. Wow, we're going deep, Jesus. How come there's so many people working, yet there's still so much work to do? Well, guards, I don't have any complaints about working as a guard. I just wish people be more diligent in work. Particularly since another one of his so-called bright ideas if you had them. Why not take a vacation? I haven't finished my work yet. I know everything in the fortress is keeping running without me, but I can't stop worrying. I need to keep everything resolved in my own eyes, and ideally solve each problem personally, as only when I can get a good night's sleep. Will your work ever be finished? Of course not, so I can stop working when I can't get a good night's sleep either. Oh, those Gardamex from before could be coming directly from down here. They were not marked, right? Scarfville.
You must be the catch
Grainville.
of the day. Looks like you've got some luck getting assigned this space.
Yep, we just arrived yesterday and...
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking.
Yeah, Paimon.
Listen carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps. Every machine here is worth more than the both of you. Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and you can eat in the cafeteria after your shift. Get sloppy, and you dine in the infirmary. Anyway, the Fortress of Meropide doesn't want to lose a single one of its machines. And it also doesn't want to waste the production potential of any inmate. You got that?
Got it!
Okay.
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets. Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist. Here, take this. Bring me the processed widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
Okay. For the modeling process, you must place the unprocessed part into the machine and interact with the machine to start the challenge. When some parts get stuck while rotating, you need to attack the rotating part to resolve the machine's function. When the part base glows, jump to complete the modeling process. When you finish, you must receive the successful process parts. Okay, so it's smack or jump. Start process.
Once the widget is hot enough to blow, jump to step on the pedal and...
Oh, that's neat.
So if the machine gets jammed, you just need to attack it to fix the problem. Okay, you got this! Great! Now we can report back to the foreman and give him the processed widgets!
Can we do it again? That was kind of fun.
This one is tolerable. Though, since the processing is done by machine, the product is all pretty much the same anyway. Alright, I'll pass you for now. And we'll count up how many credit coupons you've earned.
1.
Paimon's exhausted. We're done now, right? Oh, that foreman. He's so scary that Paimon couldn't even speak. Ugh. Even though Paimon's starving and wants to head straight to the coupon cafeteria, we still need to meet Lenny first, right? He probably just finished up his work, too. He should be around here somewhere.
Can I make my widgets? Like, but actually, though?
seem to be around here. Let's try looking somewhere else.
There is a key point down here, I think. Over here. Ah. I'm gonna grab that before I go anywhere. Oh. Your luck isn't here, but elsewhere. Try your luck near by. Try your luck near nearby cipher letter. Consider it a gift from fate. Oh, I see. There's an item underneath. Yes.
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
You just go up? There's something else we need to find?
We mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss.
Guess we're going up? Uppies?
Where could he be? Did he decide to slack off and sleep the day away?
I mean, possibly, but I doubt it. Oh? Huh? Are these just chess puzzles? Yoink. Okay, I have energy. Now what? I guess there's something else later?
The desert's a tough adversary, but at least it doesn't hide anything. What you see is what you get.
Hey, over here.
Oh, Lenny, hello.
Oh, you scared Paimon! How did you appear out of nowhere like that?
Oh, you scare so easily now? Is there something worrying you these days?
You little... The only thing we're worried about was trying to find you.
Sorry. Come over here and keep it down.
Oh, Lynette! You're here too! You two really are inseparable.
That's right. My brother simply can't stand to be away from me.
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also here. Do you still remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean that diver from the House of the Hearth, right? Paimon remembers seeing him in the court of Fontaine before. Now hurry up and tell us, how did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard at court to prove you were innocent, but now it looks like our incredible court battle was for nothing!
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained from the Opera House incident to attract a big crowd.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallet suddenly disappeared.
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice, having assisted him in his crime.
Oh.
It really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to discover them.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think the performance went perfectly.
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
That's not the point, Lindy. The question is, what are you two really doing here?
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets. So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. At the moment, the House of the Hearth's interests don't conflict with yours at all. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation.
Told you so! See? Paimon guessed right!
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard, but the fortress of Meropide hides a secret. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries. But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since. We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the reason why we came here.
Why is the house so interested about the secret?
Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not have Fontaine's gnosis.
Oh.
How did she manage to learn information that important?
Father
He's probably
has her
being
ways.
used, but...
Many of them are beyond our imagination, and we've never had the chance to see her at work. But we trust her conclusions.
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's gnosis might be in the fortress of Meropide and is related to that secret.
So it's all about the gnosis again.
Well, that's about it from our side. How about you two? Did Monsieur Nervulette send you here?
Do we tell him? Probably.
She's been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
Yeah, we can tell him. Where's Lenny? You already said everything, considering an exchange of information.
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Child's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used the situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine. She actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere, almost like a bargaining chip.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
Of course, it's not a complete farce. If we do manage to find out what happened to Master Child too, then diplomatic relations with Fontaine could improve, and Snezhnaya might even be able to adjust its stance a bit.
Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Child's situation? The relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has different standards than we do when it comes to what can be sacrificed for an advantage. By the way, I have a suggestion. Why don't we team up?
I'm
Even
down.
though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate the fortress of Meropide. It would be more efficient for us to work together.
Not
As you
wrong.
know, the House of the Hearth has many reasons to seek the Gnosis, but our highest priority remains resolving the prophesized crisis. You can trust us on that.
If you say so. So, alright, I must refuse.
See, I told you.
Is that so? Sure enough, it won't be easy to convince them to cooperate with us.
Lenny seems to be thinking pretty hard about something.
Of course he is. Lenny has been looking forward to a chance to reach an understanding with you ever since last we met.
Aww.
Or, I should say, we were really looking forward to teaming up with you this time.
Lynette, just tell them everything, why don't you?
It's okay to open up a little.
If all we're doing is sharing info, fine. But I may reconsider if things get serious.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with your behavior since we first met. That's reasonable enough, and I agreed to cooperate on these terms as well. I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated. All right then, there's no time to lose. I have some information to share, so listen carefully. Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact that the Fortress of Meripede has a forbidden zone. Most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right questions, we were able to confirm the existence of the forbidden zone from the guards. You should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that be where the child disappeared to? You're right, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Good. That's the most suspicious thing about the fortress that we know of so far. We have a few other unanswered questions, and we'll be investigating those as quickly as we can. Anyway, I hope you find our information useful at least. Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat. I'll use my cards to get in touch with you again in the future.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear! Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub!
Good time. Yep. Don't I need to go up to food? Why is there no up? Why are there only downs? Ooh, battery. Bar. We just.
I call dibs.
Or downies. Uppies. I'm in. Oh, there it is. Man, I'm tired. Oh, that's right. I did start late. Yeah, I can pause. I'm getting very sleepy. I have to work tomorrow too. I don't want to get too deep into the story. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll take a break here. 'Cause I'm getting really sleepy. I'm also like almost passing out. While the story is going. We'll take a break here. We'll pick it up next time. We'll probably skip HSR stream this week to carry on with the Archon quest in Genshin. So probably we'll stream more Genshin with the story tomorrow.
My
Yeah,
people are
that
used to the
sounds like a
desert
good
life,
plan.
but still, I hope that one day they'll be able to find a way.
Yeah, sorry everyone
own.
that I don't finish the quest today, but I don't think I have the consciousness or the intention. So with that,
And leave
we're
the
gonna
sands
go ahead
behind for a better life.
and end stream there. Good old raid. We have raid. Ebba.
We mercs have one simple rule.
Let's say hi to
Whoever pays the
Silver.
most is your new boss.
Yeah. He's doing different stuff.
You,
Okay,
in your
sweet.
language, at least?
Yeah, we'll just say hi to Solar. Let's start a Google raid. Yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. Sorry for the shorter stream today. Just not able to support. But hope everyone has a wonderful evening, whatever time of day you may be in. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow.